Welcome back. Today we have a word from way back in the way back. An early state, a popular soft drink, a popular president, a couple of air and space firsts, a song and a quote. So grab your favorite cuppa, settle in, and let's have a look. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for May 29th. May 29th is the 149th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 150th in leap years, with 216 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is actually a phrase, Pyrrhic victory. A Pyrrhic victory is a victory that is barely worth winning because so much is lost to achieve it. Examples of a Pyrrhic victory could be winning a lawsuit that becomes a Pyrrhic victory because the legal fees drained the company, or a promotion that turns into Pyrrhic victory because it cost the person all their free time, or proving you were right but losing your best friend in the bargain, making it a Pyrrhic victory. The notion of a Pyrrhic victory comes to us from Pyrrhus of Epirus. He happened to be second cousin to Alexander the Great. Pyrrhus was also a strong opponent of early Rome. He's considered one of the greatest generals of antiquity, but several of his victorious battles caused him unacceptably heavy losses. After one such particularly costly and grueling victory against the Romans, he's reported to have said, "One more victory over the Romans and we are completely done for." And this is where we get the phrase Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic victory, a victory that cost the victor so much to achieve that it is tantamount to a defeat. As a side note, we don't always do etymology on names, although I do find name meanings fascinating. But the name Pyrrhus comes from a Greek word that meant flame-like or flammable. Some sources also say the name means fiery or red-colored and was often used to denote red hair. So we could reasonably guess that Pyrrhus may have been a redhead. First known use of the word Pyrrhic victory is in the 1880s. Pyrrhic victory. And with that, Rhode Island became the last of North America's original 13 colonies to ratify the Constitution, making it one of the United States on May 29, 1790. Pharmacist John Pemberton placed his first advertisement for Coca Cola to appear in the Atlanta Journal on May 29, 1886. This is the birthday of John Fitzgerald Kennedy, often known simply as JFK. He was the 35th President of the United States and is one of the most recognizable political figures of the 20th century. Born in Brookline, Massachusetts on May 29, 1917, he came from a prominent and politically active family. He served in the U.S. Navy during World War II and became known for his heroism after the patrol boat PT-109 was sunk in the Pacific. Kennedy entered politics after the war, serving in the House of Representatives and later in the U.S. Senate before winning the presidency in 1960. At 43 years old, he became the youngest elected president in American history. His presidency was marked by major Cold War tensions, including the Cuban Missile Crisis, when the United States and the Soviet Union came dangerously close to nuclear war. Kennedy also supported the early stages of the space race that eventually led to Americans landing on the moon. Known for his charisma and inspiring speeches, Kennedy encouraged Americans to contribute to public service, famously saying, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." His presidency was cut tragically short when he was assassinated in Dallas, Texas on November 22, 1963, an event that shocked the world and left a deep impact on American history. The first flight of the Messerschmitt Bf 109 fighter airplane took place on May 29, 1935. It entered operational service in 1937 and then first saw combat during the Spanish Civil War. On May 29, 1999, STS-96 became the first space shuttle mission to dock with the International Space Station. The mission was flown aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery, marking Discovery's 26th flight into space. On that flight, it carried a module loaded with supplies and equipment and delivered important cargo to help outfit and prepare the growing space station for future crews and missions. Today's song is an easy listening instrumental piece from the 1960s called A Walk in the Black Forest by Horst Jankowski. Released in 1965, this song hit number 1 on the U.S. Easy Listening chart, number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the summer of 1965. Sold over 1 million copies. It's been featured in several music reviews, on television shows, and has become the signature song at Plymouth Argyle Football Club of all things, where they play it as fans leave the grounds after a game. I didn't recognize this song by name, but I certainly recognized it when I heard it. A pleasant, cheerful piece, A Walk in the Black Forest by Horst Jankowski, link in the description. How about that? For today's quote, we are going to take one from President Kennedy. He said a lot of great things, one of which was, "Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction." President John F. Kennedy. All righty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time. Somebody driving by honking their horn. What the heck?